ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवण त्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रदेवताभ्यो मत्स्यादिअवतारेभ्यो नमः। श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीदुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती स्वरूपिण्यै नमः। श्री आदिवराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। श्री आदिशंकराचार्य वर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ एकविंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच 27 कामिनः कृपणाः लुब्धाः पुष्पेषु फलबुद्धयः अग्निमुग्धा धूमतान्ताः स्वं लोकं न विदन्ति ते न ते माम् अङ्गजानन्ते हृदि स्थं यैदं यतः उक्तशस्त्रा हि असुतृपः यथा निहारचक्षुषः ते मे मतमविज्ञाय परोक्षं विषयात्मकाः हिंसायां यदि रागः स्यात् यज्ञ एव न चोदना हिंसा विहारा ह्यालब्धैः पशुभिः स्वसुखेच्छया यजन्ते देवता यज्ञैः पितृभूतपतेन् खलाः स्वप्नोपमम् अमुं लोकम् असन्तं श्रवणप्रियम् आशिषो हृदि सङ्कल्प्य त्यजन्त्यर्थान् यथा वणिक रजःसत्त्वतमो निष्ठा रजःसत्त्वतमोजुषः उपासते हि इन्द्रमुख्यान् देवादीन्न तथैव माम इष्ट्वेह देवता यज्ञैः गत्वा रंस्यामहे दिवे तस्यान्त इव भूयास्म महाशाला महाकुलाः। एवं पुष्पितया वाचा व्याक्षिप्तमनसां नृणां मानिनां चातिस्तब्धानां मद्वार्ताभिनरोचते वेदा ब्रह्मात्मविषयाः त्रिकाण्डविषया इमे परोक्षवादा ऋषयः परोक्षं मम च प्रियं शब्दब्रह्म सुदुर्बोधं प्राणेन्द्रियमनोमयम् अनन्तपारं गम्भीरं दुर्विगाह्यं समुद्रवतो मयोपबृंहितं भूम्ना ब्रह्मणानन्तशक्तिना भूतेषु घोषरूपेण विशेषूर्णेव लक्ष्यते यथोर्णनाभिर्हृदयात् ऊर्णामुद्वमते मुखात् आकाशात् घोषवान् प्राणः मनसा स्पर्शरूपिण छन्दोमयोऽमृतमयः सहस्रपदवीं प्रभुः ओङ्कारात् व्यञ्जितस्पर्श स्वरोष्मान्तस्तभूषितां विचित्रभाषा विददां छन्दोभिश्चतुरुत्तरैः अनन्तपारां बृहतीं सृजत्याक्षिपते स्वयं गायत्र्युष्णिक् अनुष्टुप् च बृहति पङ्क्तिरेव च त्रिष्टुप् जगत्यति छन्दः ह्यत्यष्ट्यति जगद्विराट् किं विधत्ते किमाचष्टे किमनोद्य विकल्पते इत्यस्याः हृदयं लोके नान्यो मद्वेद कश्चन मां विदत्ते च मां विकल्प्यापोह्यते त्वहम् एतावान् सर्ववेदार्थः शब्द आस्थाय मां विदां मायामात्रमनूद्यान्ते प्रतिषिध्य प्रसीदते ॐ इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां एकादशस्कन्धे एकविंशोऽध्यायः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् ॐ स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्यन्रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्या मामुञ्जदगरहिषद ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थिते अथ एकविंशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच Bhagavad Guru Charana. Let us do the pranam seriously and once in a while, along with inspiring ourselves for sadhana and doing it also. We also must know that in this Kali Yuga, with all our surroundings and minds, how much we have to joyfully, willingly struggle or work hard to follow all this process, of which to some extent we have traveled, that we are able to be attending the classes, satsang, studying Shastra regularly. And yet, the mind, still it doesn't retain this knowledge. And again, still there is our pull towards the world alone. Then the high level of inspiration which is required to be able to sacrifice everything and only either sit for meditation or engage in the highest level of upasana and sharanagati. So these are the ingredients which we have to keep on adding little by little, little by little. And always remember, as we were saying day before yesterday also, the hiccups in spiritual sadhana from within also of some laziness, some postponement, they happen, and from outside also in the form of some duties, some compulsions keep coming. But all let it come and go. Keep on maintaining that contact with the goal. Keep on maintaining that contact with the Guru. Keep on maintaining contact with Satsanga, Shastra. Then we are not totally gone or lost. It is neither easy and at the same time nor impossible also. This is how every jiva grows now. So we are also in that path. Through all the Shastra Dhenam, we are slowly coming to the conviction about the goal and path and slowly, slowly adding also. Bhagavan Krishna in this 11th Skandha, in every chapter, while guiding us, 21st chapter, he told us about the limitations of the karma and all, and he came up to the Pushpita Vakya, Falashruti Vakya of the Shastra. They are only for Rochanartham. And he said, those who don't know this, that they are only for Roshanartha and the ultimate purpose of evolution as well as of all Shastras is only Paramatma, then they get carried away, they misguide themselves, they misguide others also. So in this sentence, in this topic, every type of happening in this world except the pursuit of seeking the truth comes, and all of that is said to be either self-cheating or cheating others or mutually cheating. Because the ultimate we are missing in that pursuit. That's what in one shloka he said, Kaminaha Krupanaha Lubdhaha. The people are full of desires and therefore deenata, running from pillar to post for fulfilling their desires, begging, that Krupana, and Lubdhaha, and they never stop anywhere with the contentment or trupti. Keep on asking, seeking, aur bhi mao, aur bhi chahiye, aur bhi chahiye. Those are the Lubdhaha. Is it not? Every day we think, today I'll stop all my indulgence, from tomorrow I will do sadhana. And that's how we think every day. Like that smoker or drunkard, they say, आज आखिरी है बोतल, कल से बंद. वो कल से बंद वहाँ कल नहीं, कल कभी आता ही नहीं वो. That's called a lubdha. In this way only, toward the end of our earlier life, we thought, in next life I'll do sadhana. Like we are thinking now, no? कभी कभी आता है ना, अगले जन्म तो शुरू से ही हम शास्त्र पढ़ेंगे, ध्यान करेंगे. कुछ लोग तो होता होगा, कभी कभी तो होता होगा, मुझे तो ज़्यादा होता है. I feel like that only, more and more. Like that, हम earlier life also we thought. But once we came here, then we saw everything, we got enchanted. Then this desire of knowing truth or doing sadhana got suppressed. It is again and again trying to come up, but again it is being defeated by the worldliness. And some tricks we have to understand. Of the world or the mind or Maya, which are one without second. All are same. Maya hi man hi jagat hai. Ki whichever you give importance appear to be important and real for that particular moment, for the entire life also. So you say this moment the world is important. The world only is important. And like that the entire life, if you live like that, it is like. If this moment you think Paramatma is important, he is important. If you keep that idea throughout life, then Paramatma only important. Only those sadhanas we do. And if one moment we say Paramatma is important and that we miss that thought, again the Jagat enters and that appears to be important. So fickle the mind is, so fluctuating it is in its choice. That's what we have to stabilize it. And Shastra helps in that. Again and again, again and again, when we sincerely, seriously study, then this and this and this alone I'll gain in my life by pursuing that type of strong jignasa mokshuta comes. Such person only will find all the ways and means to, what do you say, bypass everything else and enter only into his sadhana. When we go to somebody's house, the children come and say Hari Om or all Swami. Then they want to run into their own room. What they do there, we don't know. They were studying or doing homework or exam or TV. They just half a minute they are with us and they run. Then we'll call again. Again they come run. Understand? Example? In the same way, we put the mind in sadhana, again it runs into the world. Again it runs into the world. It is so, throughout life you have to manage it like that only. Keep on, very rare it is. A mind who is running away from the world, entering into sadhana. Quickly finish it, go back to your japa. Quickly finish, go to your study. Quickly finish and go to your dhyanam. And one idea which helps for this is what? Keep higher and higher, greater and greater continuous targets. If you don't have those targets which we call in English are called as vrata, anusthana, nishtha, etc. in our Sanskrit. When you have those, at least we are able to do because of that commitment. And the target commitment, if it is given by the Guru and we have devotion to the Guru, then it enables us to do it more beautifully. That's why the need of Guru and surrendering to the Guru and listening what he says. He says, Karo 10 lakh japa. Because of the Guru, you do it, but benefit is to you. Otherwise, क्या होगा? There is no end for the worldliness. Lubdha, pushpesh phalabudhaya. They only are exposed to those languages which increase the kama, dina, and lubdhata. Kamana, Dinata, and Lubdha. Only in that they are. Result क्या है? Agnimugdha Dhomatantaha. Their whole life is only in getting enchanted in doing the Agni work with Mugdhata, Anand. That means all the phala giving karmas they engage in. There the Agni Mugdhata is a symbolic way of saying. Agni is yajna. They are though enchanted in doing the yajna because through this yajna they get this or that phala. That includes yajna, includes your own upasanas. It includes all your variety of investments, variety of businesses, every effort in which your kamanas are fulfilled, your lobhas are fulfilled, are all put in Agni Mugdha. Like in Bhajagovindam, Dukrum Karane. What is Dukrum Karane? Everything other than Bhajagovindam. Anything you do other than Bhajagovindam is idiom wise said as Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrum Karane. कुछ भी करो अदर देन भगवान का स्मरण इज डुक्रुम करने देर हियर ऑल्सो अग्निमुग्धा एंड देन एंड इज भगवान टेलिंग धूमतांता they only end up with the fog or smoke in the eyes, tears in the eyes. Why? Because none of them can give permanent satisfaction. And a simple common sense होता है कि till today or this moment whatever we tried and gained thinking that it will give completeness and fulfillment. Did it give? It did not. Then, whatever we do today, tomorrow, to gain something day after, that also will not give. Because day before yesterday we thought, "Okay, this I will do, and day after tomorrow I will get that, and I will be contented or happy." We did it also, we got also, but still there is empty. This is how the mind works. This is how with the intellection we have to answer the mind, which is little tough. But we have to become tough more than the mind, then we'll be able to do. If you are tougher than the toughness of the mind, we can get it. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Like that. It's a trick. यही ऐसे ही सोचना पड़ता है. Is it not? To this moment, are you happy or contented with whatever you got? No, because you are still desiring. If you are contented, you would have not desired. If you are still desiring something, means you are not contented. And this desire, which is fulfilled, definitely, whether it is smaller or bigger or anything, remember, contentment will not be there. It will continue. Where you end up it? Only in again greed, again in desire. That's called a dhumatantaha. That's the funny thing. That lobha will put you in dhumatantaha. It's like in marriage. We eat 10 items and still we feel disappointed because the 25 items are there. The remaining 15 we could not eat. Even if you are a Maha consumer, all 25 also you eat and we still say, oh 26th item bhi hota to badhiya hota. That is the lobha, non-contentment, the leading to dhumatanta. What is dhumata there? The joy of 25 is superseded or overpowered by the misery that the 26th is not there or 26 is wanted. Hmm? Even if it is enjoyed, he still says, अरे यार हर एक दिन शादी हो तो कितना अच्छा है, लोग हमको बुलाते रहे. You don't end. तो इन सबका फल सबसे खतरनाक है. What is that? कि स्वम लोकम न विदन्ति ते. They don't know their own inner loka, inner atma loka, inner brahma loka, inner sad loka, inner satya loka, inner paramartha loka. Loka is the experience. So Atma Loka means the experience of the real true self. Navidanti. To that such an extent, they don't even get a chance throughout life even to listen that you are something beyond all Panchakoshas or the three avasthas, etc. Even once in a while somewhere heard, but it is not at all valued. It's like people once in a while log into our YouTube or all that, आप 10 मिनट क्लास सुनकर चले जाते हैं. It is like that. So, as much lightly we take this topic, so much the study is waste. How much we take it very sincerely, seriously, so much we become Bhagavata, so much we get benefit of this Bhagavata. What the meaning of taking lightly? Go to the next mantra, next chapter. What the meaning of taking sincerely? Oh, these are the words of Lord Krishna. He is the one who is the maker of the entire world, who is the one who made all of us. And it is his words to say that don't get caught up in that Agnimugdha Dhumatanta life of forgetting the Lord and running behind the Kamana with Dinata, with all the Lobha. That should sink into my system. It's like medicine. When the virus or bacteria has entered the body, it first symptomatically also it troubles us inside. Then the antibiotics are even given. You can given oral, it can given, injections are given. They also are there. The IV injections, subcutaneous, whatever, how it works. Those go to the through the circulation of blood to the point where the infection is there. Then 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day doses, the quantity of these antibodies grows, antigen, whatever call it. Then it kills all those bacteria, it goes. In the same way, this knowledge repeatedly taken as injection should remove the bacteria virus in our system, because of which we are always in the fever of Rajoguna to desire the world, to work to get those desires, and after gaining, to indulge in them, to embrace them, to enjoy them. All this is as roga, bhavaroga. That has to go away with these dose of Shastra. If this medication is stopped, then that again disease gets aggravated. If you don't take every day the sugar pills or tablets, what are not pills, then it will shoot up. If you don't take the BP wala, shoot up ho jata hai. So to regular dose of Shastra is not heard, then the worldliness gets shooted up. Then we will be, there's no difference between us and those who are never studying Shastra. इसी अब बचाते ही रहना हमको इस तरह से. There's no way. If any other better way is there, you tell me, I'll leave this and come with you. So feel for the shloka, that's what we are. Seriously. And allow this knowledge to enter into system. That's the meaning of what we said as seriousness or sincerity. Else, we just brush it aside. Sun liya academically, chalo aage badho. At this very moment, pause for a moment and say, I will put my effort only to experience my Atma Lokam. For that, let me not struggle in this Agnimugdha Dhumatanto. Remember, very careful. What pushes me into the Agnimugdha Jagat and leading to Dhumatantada? These three. Kaminaha, Krupanaha, Lubdha. Each of them I will conquer. Lobha I conquer by contentment. Kamana I conquer by reducing them. Dinata I need not when I don't have Kama and Lobha. The Dinata of the beggary. Losing all self-respect, self-dignity, all the higher, greater possibilities, opportunity, सब छोड़कर भिख मंगे की तरह रहना is दीनता. Let me not become prey to those three. Dinatha is an inner pity, inner feeling. Ki I am so empty, I am so miserable without that thing or that person or that object or that indulgence. That's all Dinatha. In fact, we are that self in whose presence all this tamasha is going on. All this maya is going on. But such we become Dina. Mhm. Is it not? How important are these shlokas? Okay. Now Bhagavan tells us the beautiful thing. Nate mam angajanante hrudistham ya idam tataha ukta shastrahi asutrupaha yatha nihara chakshushaha. Ukta shastraha means those who have the astra shastra of karma kanda to defeat whoever are teaching tattva or shastra or vedanta. Those uksta, and what do? Asutrupaha. They are doing trupti to their own. Asu means pranamaya kosha means bhoga. Such people are like what? Nihara chakshushaha. Their vision is blurred by the defect of the eye itself, cataract sort of things, or between what he wanted to see and his eyes, there is nihara, there's a fog and smoke and all that. He can't visualize. So to be attentive, very careful. From that example, try to feel it. My own Ukta Shastratva and my own Asutrupatva is like the Nihara between me now and my ultimate goal. That I am not able to see it, know it, and understand it as ultimate goal and take it as ultimate goal. जिनकी आंखों में पर्दा लगता है दिखता नहीं है. पर्दा क्या है, दैट वी हैव टू नो. This ukta shastraha asutrupa. Asutrupa is again kaminaha lubdhaha, the people who are wanting to indulge and enjoy, and all that is possible only through karma, they are busy in that, so their eyes are closed, they can't see. So ukta shastraha asutrupaha yatha nihara chakshusha, such people, what happen, na te mam jananti he anga, oh my dear Uddhava, they never know me. Mam na jananti. Earlier, what was it was Swamlokam. That Swamlokam is Jnana Marga. Let us say they can't meditate to know the real self. Here, Mam na jananti, you can understand. Whereas the Lord who is beyond, behind all these worlds, creation, sustenance and dissolution, that Ishvara ke astitva ko ye nahi janta. Even if he knows, he will perceive that Ishvara in different forms, as it will be told in the future shlokas, again for his own asutrupaha. Rather, instead of himself surrendering to the Lord through bhakti, he sustains, maintains an individuality apart from the Lord by doing all the upasanas only said by the Shastra itself, again for the sake of fulfilling some or the other desire. Means for him the God is means, the world is the goal, even if he is some devotee. If not, he is not even a devotee also. He is only doing his work, getting the result. In today's world, variety of businesses and all. In the earlier world, the business of upasanas, yajna, agadi. They were all depending on God but fulfilling desires only. Now, we don't depend on Lord, we depend on science. All that is given by God only. We depend on our own efforts, but our life is again indulging. Such people, na te mam anga jananti. Now, for you and me, the meaning of this sentence is what? We are intellectually maybe little apprehending, comprehending. Little maybe we are having feeling also for the Lord. But the najananti means what? In totality, we don't understand Bhagwan, his Mahima. And our upasanas are not for the beautiful goal of Bhagavad Darshana. That's the meaning of Te Mam Najananti. And they get digressed or distracted by these Pushpita Vakya, and they never aim their pujas for having direct Bhagavad Darshan. हम सब क्या है, भगवान से कुछ मिल गया तो काफी है, भगवान के दर्शन की जरूरत नहीं है. It's like those selfish children. If mother cooks, it's okay. I need not meet mother also. Many of the children are like that. जरूरत नहीं है किसी का, पैसे दे दो, हो गया. So that is one meaning of na jananti mam. That feeling, desire to meet the Lord, to touch the Lord, to be touched by the Lord, feel his presence. They don't have that deep desire. We pray to Lord now only to protect us from income taxes, from all the frauds we do. You understand? कुछ ब्राइब करके भगवान को नारियल पड़ा चढ़ा के बचाओ 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 कहते हैं. I want to have your darshan. I want to be at your feet. I want to serve you. I want to know you are both. The immanent form as everything in this world, avatara form which you take and come and go whenever it is required, and your transcendental form of the Shuddha Sadgana Chidgana. Nate Mamanga Jananti means this meaning. And where am I? Hrudistham. I am very much in their own heart. Therefore, this now becomes a very crystal clear thing to us, that whether it is Bhagavan, Saguna Sahakara, or Parabrahma Nirguna Nirakara, they have to be worshipped and meditated and found and experienced in our heart, not outside. The outer worships of the Lord in various pilgrim places, in the temples in your own city, in the puja room in your own house, all of them only are to bring the mind to single pointedness and to intensify the faith about the presence of the Lord. Thereafter, With that faith that the Lord is there, and with the single pointedness or concentration of mind gained, that Lord has to be seen, found in the heart only. After that, he is found in every heart. That is called the next sentence of Yaha idam tataha. समझ में आया भगवान को? जिस राम और कृष्ण का हम पूजा कर रहे हैं, अब सारे बाह्य पूजाएं एक लेवल के बाद अंतर पूजा होना चाहिए, सूक्ष्म रूप में. सेम वे द लॉर्ड हु इज वर्शिप्ड इन द आइडल्स, उसी रूप में हृदय में यू डू वर्शिप. Then slowly the idol disappears. Then the Chaitanya Vigraha of the Lord, Chaitanya, the conscious Lord, you will see in the heart. Then that Lord's Rupanama also transcended. We understand him to be only pure consciousness. In that level, the Jnana Bhakti become one. We merge as Jiva, merge in Paramatma, developing our Jiva Bhava. But all in all, Hrudistham, in your own heart. And that Lord who is in my own heart is Yaha idam tataha. The same Lord is permeating the entire idam. And in the morning class, mein jo Mahadhyaha word came yesterday and today, such person is what? He is like every one of us, seeing the idam of Nama Rupa, but not forgetting the tatam vastu. Tatam is permeating. Idam is everything of Rupanama. Tatam is permeated by. They will see in every Rupanama, every Idam also, Paramatma only Vyapta. So, same word is Isavasyam Idagam Sarvam. Idam. Idam to te guhyatamam. Omiti etagam idagam sarvam. Omityetad idagam sarvam. Omiti etad idagam sarvam. Sarvam hi etad brahma, idam brahma, ayam brahma. Are you getting that feeling of it? So I, who is there in the heart for recognizing. Once I am recognized, I am alone permeating every nama rupa. And that is the ultimate reaching. This they will never be able to do. Why? Nihara chakshushaha. Why? Ukta shastraha asutrupaha. Therefore, after so much of listening and study, we have to become more crystal clear in our life now. Unless I give up asutrupatva and also consequently give up the Ukta Shastratva, I cannot listen or understand the instructions given to discover the Lord by the Guru and Shastra, nor I can focus on the Lord in my own heart. So, more precisely saying, discover the Lord in your own heart, then the discover Lord permeating everywhere. How do we do that? By becoming Ukta Shastra Rahita, Asutrupa Rahita. Asutrupa Rahita in our today's morning class is Heya. And discovering the Lord is Vigneya. Heya Gneya Apya Pakya. Heya Gneya Apya Pakya. Today we saw Heya and Gneya. Then Apya and Pakya we will see tomorrow. Uktashastraha asutrupaha. Uktashastraha asutrupaha will never see. So as long as I, the speaker to you, now you, the listener from here, have our attention on asutrupa, giving trupti to Dehendriya Manabuddhi Upadi, and for that Ukta Shastra, taking the Ukta means all the Pushpita Vakya, all the Falashruti Vakya of the Shastra, which tell us about do this karma, do this upasana, do this yajna, holding on to that called as Ukta Shastraha. As long as I am there in this world of Karta, Kartra of giving, doing karma, and depending on the karma phala, I cannot obviously quieten the mind, make the mind subtle enough, and focus its attention introvertedly and pierce all the intermediate layers to see the subtlemost Lord. मैं अपनी बात कह रहा हूं, आपको भी करना है. दूसरी बात, क्यों मैं अंतर्मुख नहीं हो रहा हूं? अंतर्मुख नहीं होता हूं और परमात्मा को नहीं जान रहा हूं, बिकॉज वेरी क्लियर यू आर उक्त शस्त्र असुत्रपा. ज्यादा गड़बड़ नहीं, इधर ज्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं है, ज्यादा आर्ग्यूमेंट नहीं है. दिस इज व्हाट अगेन आई हैज कोटेड यस्टरडे इन अदर उपनिषद्स कथा इत्यादि. You have no ichha for the amruta vastu. Therefore, we are not able to do the avruta chakshu. Then for you, what Brahmadeva gave the indriyas to be extroverted, we live the extroverted life only. Af krupanaha kaminaha lobdhaha uktashastraha asutrupaha. Is it not? Paranchi khani vetrunat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman kaschidiraha vratigatmanamaikshat avrutta chakshuhu amrutatvam ichan. What is said here as avrutta chakshuhu amrutatvam ichan? The one who closes all his extrovertedness of indriyas and mana, focus inside and discovers the amruta tattva. What is said there is said here also, same to same. दिस थॉट अगेन एंड अगेन, सुबह 1 घंटे के बाद, फिर 2 घंटे के बाद, 3 4 घंटा, कीप रिपीटेडली हमको स्मरण मनन करना है. एंड दिस स्मरण मनन, फर्स्ट इट विल बी डन फॉर आवर सेक इन द क्लास बाय द गुरु. Second, it will be done by ourselves by taking the help of the Shastra taught by the Guru. Once we do it through the help of the Satsanga Shastra and Guru, slowly we should start becoming independent. Like any apparatus when you use, first the demonstrator will tell us. Thereafter you see the book which is given with that, and according to that we do. After 7 8 times done, then the demonstrator is not required, that book also is not required, manual we start doing. In the same way, सुबह दोपहर शाम को हमें ये स्मरण करते रहना है. The knowing of the Lord alone is liberation. The Lord is known in your own heart. To focus myself to the Lord in my own heart, I have to become introverted. To become introverted, I have to stop extrovertedness. Extrovertedness is in me because of the asutrupatva, and that extrovertedness is called as ukta shastratva. So when my asutrupatva I reject by viveka vairagya, then the ukta shastratva in me gets reduced. Then I get sufficient time, sufficient attention, sufficient energy for becoming introverted. Again you tell it, again you tell. Then add to that, oh Lord, may it happen, oh Lord, may it happen. Then you tell yourself कि मुझे करना है, मुझे करना है, मुझे करना है. So when these three happen, the goal is strengthened in us, invocation of God's grace is there, and one's own self is again and again feeling कि मुझे चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए. All these three put together will see to it that while the prarabdha is going on, no new prarabdha is created, will see to it that the opportunities are slowly given to us. The Lord gives opportunities. The entire world is an opportunity. The Dehendriya Buddhi are opportunity. For what? For fulfilling what we wanted, called as Vasana Samskara Prarabdha. And again, when we want this type of life of introvertedness with sadhana and all, strongly, He is the one who provided the opportunity. He only will provide that also. Maybe these classes are the result of that sort of our demand, desire, longing. इन दिस लाइफ यू मैं फील, मैं तो मांगा ही नहीं था, बस क्लासेस मिल रहे हैं, ज्यादा ना इच्छा है ना अनिच्छा है, बस जाके बैठ रहा हूँ. This is appearing now like that is result. But in our early lives, we might have strongly requested, demanded the Lord कि बिना रुके लगातार हमें शास्त्र पढ़ना है. ऐसा कुछ मांगा होगा, नहीं तो भगवान फोकट में नहीं देते बिना मांग के. Unless we ask, unless we deserve, He will not give. We have asked and we deserved, therefore He gave it. Now, up to this He gave because we asked. As we said just now, when we ask more and more this one, no more Ukta Shastratva in me, no more Asutrupatva, no more Kamitva, no more in me the Dinata, Kripanata. Most important this one. Get out of that Dinata. And no more that Lubdhata, Lobha. I just want to see the Lord in my heart. This includes all sadhanas. I must do my japa effectively. I must do puja effectively. I must do my shravanam effectively. I must do my own every parayanam effectively. My swadhyayam effectively. And the understanding of this subject matter after swadhyaya. Then comes the meditation. Har ek ki zarurat hai depending on where do we stand. Each of them we do with so much of longing, attempt or application that really we achieve at those level, those sadhanas, and go to the deeper and deeper and deeper inner sadhana. The final 2 3 sadhanas are the deep contemplation regarding Satya, Asatya, Nitya, Anitya, Jada, Chetana, Atmanatva, Aneka, Eka. In that inquiry, the Sat is understood, Asat is understood. Then the Asat is dropped, Sat is held on to, and in the holding of the Sat leads to the meditation in which I discover I am that Sat, Chit Anand. This is final. बट वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए हैव टू क्रॉस ऑल दीज टोल गेट्स, ऑल दीज स्पीड ब्रेकर्स, ऑल दीज टर्निंग्स of all sadhana. But every sadhana will be done joyously by that person, the one who is blessed by the Lord, the one who has very strongly become in his own commitment, and the one who repeatedly said after studying these such type of portions that मुझे देखना है भगवान को किसी भी कीमत पर, दर्शन करना है मुझे. उस समय दर्शन दो दर्शन दो भगवान सा, है ना? ऐसे है ना, दर्शन दो नहीं रहेगा, वहां मैं जाकर दर्शन करूंगा. घनश्याम नाथ मोहे अखियां प्यासी रे. भगवान कहते अरे मैं छुपा थोड़ी हूँ दर्शन के लिए, तू आंख खोल. मैं आंख मिचोली नहीं खेल रहा हूँ, आई एम ऑलवेज अवेलेबल. तुम्हारे आंखों में कुछ नजर लग गया था, कुछ कहते हैं नजर गंदा हो, ठीक करो, यू विल बी सीइंग मी. That time the commitment is different. All facilities are given by Lord in the form of Guru. It is me now will have to do everything and I'll do. That conscious ego which was functioning in the world to fulfill desires at that samsara time, the same conscious we will not call as ego but individuality, a sadhaka, he takes up everything on himself as responsibility and does the sadhana. Then only he will reach. He does it. I will do my meditation. I will understand the subject and I will contemplate on that subject. ऐसा अब क्या है, हमारा दिमाग आधा ही ऐसा, बाकी क्या है, कुछ हो जाएगा, कभी तो हो जाएगा, भगवान कुछ कर देंगे, गुरु का कृपा होगा. This is how we all are in a type of positive hallucination. This is positive, but hallucination, because ultimately you have to do it. It is yours. Their grace is always there. All this put together is understanding. So Bhagavan says here, Ukta Shastraha Sutrupaha Nihara Chakshushaha. What happens to them? Nate mam jananti hrudistam ya idam tataha. The one who is in their heart and everywhere permeating. They can't see me. See how important are these topics. Please remember. And we are unfortunate कि अगले दिन दूसरे टॉपिक चले आते हैं तो ये भूल ही जाते हैं. Is it not? ये हमको सीखना निरंतर. इसलिए नाउ अंडरस्टैंड द नीड ऑफ निरंतर मनना, निरंतर चिंतना, निरंतर स्मरण. With all our 6 classes per day also now, in between time we are using to forget all this. अब तो बंदा हफ्ते में एक क्लास सुनता है या साल में एक सुनेगा. डू यू थिंक इवन एन iota of spirituality enters them? At one time we were like that. Now we have come up to this, but this is not the end of it. It's only beginning. The next stage is more and more manana of only these things to happen, leading to more and more tapana inside. मुझे करना है, पाना है, साधना करना है, भगवान को पाना है. That which we spoke last 10 minutes. Now, te me matam avijnaya paroksham vishayatmakaha himsayam yadi ragah syat yajna eva na chodana. So, te me matam avijnaya paroksham matam avijnaya vishayatmakaha. Hmm? Hmm. 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 Te me matam avijnaya paroksham. So this my opinion, because they don't know. What is the opinion of me? They don't know. My opinion of Shastra. What is the opinion of yours in the Shastra, O Lord? I might have told you through Shastra only. Some karma kanda, for some this and that phala, but that is not my final opinion. My final opinion is only to know me who is in your own heart and everywhere. But why don't you keep only that portion in the Shastras? Why do you add these also? Because the jivas who are in the beginning level are at the very tamogun level. So unless some biscuit is shown to them, temptation is shown to them, they don't come into the active dynamic life. So for the sake of them it is, not for you. And for you also they were there, those type of guidance, when you were there at that level of tamoguna. Now you have come to this level of purushartha. When you come to the level of purushartha that I can do and achieve, now no more do the things which will give you the worldly things. Now do that thing by which you get the permanent. So te me matam avijnaya means not knowing my final opinion. My final opinion in the Shastra that seeking the truth alone is ultimate goal. If they don't know that, and I said it paroksham, not pratyaksha rupena. Directly I didn't say. Paroksha means here and there I spoke about me as goal. In most of the portion, do this, do this, do this, I said. And in this, there's so many things I can't share all of them because much of the benefit won't come. But एक thought क्या है? Bhagavan has to run the show of the world also, no? When he has to run the show of the world, he'll have to do all magic manipulation with the resources who are available, that you and me. वो करवाते रहेंगे हमको, करा करा कर हमको फिर भगवान ही कहते अब रिटायर्ड हो जाओ, अब गो फॉर द अल्टीमेट गोल. You know, like Bhagavan, Brahma Deva is a Jiva, but highly evolved Jiva. Bhagavan gives him a job, थोड़े एक समय creation करो, बाद में मुक्ति दूंगा तुमको. Indra is a Jiva. You evolve. I Indra, I'll give you Swarga, you enjoy everything, but do this work also of mine. करना पड़ता है इंद्र को. Bhagavan wants to run the show of the world. With whom he will do? He will do with them only. Of course, from one angle, they are all his own expression. Because every jiva ultimately Paramatma ki expression hai, finally though. But if you don't look at from the highest standpoint, but you see from the Laukika standpoint, Bhagavan will use us for some time for his work, then he will create. For that we also have to desire. He will create that sufficient vairagya, sufficient mumukshutva, and to such people Bhagavan says, no more any of this external worldliness, go for the truth. Or come for the truth. तो ते मे मतम अविज्ञाय परोक्ष मतम अविज्ञाय. And what is their minds? Vishayatmakaha. They have involved in the Vishayat so much that living the life for Vishaya Bhoga and working only to get the Vishayas became Atma for them and so much identified with them. What do they do? Himsayam yadi raga syat yagna eva na chodana. So, for them I gave yajna to fulfill their desires. But in that yajna, I never gave the aspect of himsa at all. It is interpolated later on and it is not chodana at all. Chodana means must be, aisa nahi hai. So this is a big subject. Now how much I have to explain? It will take half an hour. But itna hum batayenge. Whatever is ours, offer it to the Lord. That is upasana. Clear? Upasana mein we give what we have. Then in respect to us, Bhagavan will give what we desire if he has got. Because he has got everything, he will fulfill every desire. Now one of the things which we have are the Pashu. So offering Pashu to the Lord was the yajna. And they are also not killing it, just saying it that, hey Bhagavan, ye aapka hai. This is also already the Pashu is given by the Lord only, but we had ownership on that and we think it's मेरा 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 है. और मेरा मेरा छुटवाने के लिए हमसे भगवान कहते हैं कि ये उसका ऑफर करो, बलि भी नहीं ऑफर. But what happens slowly, the person's desires to indulge enjoyment, which was brought by him from his earlier Pashu Yoni or Krura Mruga Yoni, tempted him to, once it is offered to the Lord, kill it and eat it. Then what happened subsequently, slowly, the Pashu Bali has become so much that they say outside that ye main Bhagavan ko chada raha hu, but inside it is only their desire. Here Bhagavan is using about the Pashu Himsa in Yajna, but in general, what do we do every day in giving Naivedya to the Lord? We don't give Naivedya to the Lord what He wants. Nowadays trend क्या है? मुझे क्या खाना है? मेरे डिजायर के अनुसार उस दिन भगवान को नैवेद्य चढ़ाता हूं. Now this brought the entire sattvic beautiful upasana to the rajasic and tamasic level. That's what Bhagavan is akrosha. In the next 2-3 slokas he is going to say that they find some Kshudra devatas and they offer all the unwanted thing for their own Kshudra desire fulfillment. Just like in the either karma also, you do some activities, you किसी घर चोरी किया तो पैसे मिल जाते हैं. उसका फिर हिसाब किताब जो होगा वो अलग बात है. But right now when you do that, you are getting it, no? In the same way, they hold on to the chote devata and they do all that. Thus, the most beautiful thing is fallen to this level. What is level? On the name of puja, people give bali. Now, our Hinduism, little bit it is done. And from here only, a group has come who have become diabolically fallen. For them, any festival is killing animals only. They are the other religions. You can't find one vegetarian in the entire kaum of crore log in the universe. It is impossible. And it has become such a nature. Like a tiger says, it is my nature to kill animal and eat. It is my need, it says. That is how I am, it is made. That's how the tiger says, the lion say. हम ऐसे खुद बने वो भगवान ने नहीं बनाया उनको धीरे से वो इवॉल्व भी हो सकते हैं चाहिए तो इन द सेम वे यू सी द पीपल and during some of those festivals lakhs and lakhs of animals are killed. That is a further falling level from in our own Hindus, some of them who offer the bali etc. It has become compulsion. भगवान says चोदना नहीं है वो कंपल्सन है ही नहीं है और बलि चढ़ाना भी नहीं है बस ऑफर इट टू द लॉर्ड दैट्स इट नॉट इट इज योर्स नाउ. Now this leads to what once you have killed an animal and eaten it, then in you the softness, tenderness goes away. All the cruelty comes. That cruelty will increase so much that you will not hesitate to do any papa. You will kill human beings also. Of course, may not be for eating. The cannibals have not yet come. But you kill for getting the things of theirs. पैसे के लिए इसके लिए उसके लिए अब कितने सारे सुपारियां दे के मर्डर करवा रहे. All of their minds are become like that because they were killing animals and eating. Because वो nature बन जाता है अंदर. See, Bhagavan here mainly wanted to say, those who are Indriya Bhoga Lola, they can't discover me who is in their heart. That's the main point. He is extending that to say, not only they don't stop at the Bhoga level, for the sake of Bhoga, they do Pashu Himsa, and Pashu Himsa they do on the name of me only, as if I recommended. Thus, they are getting destroyed, and they are destroying the spirituality also by pulling it from the Shuddha Sattva level to Tamasic level. Bhagavan is expressing the Akrosha in this way through Uddhava, through Bhagavatam, all of us. भाई ये मत करो, मैंने ये नहीं कहा तुमको. देखो, during this Sharan Navaratri, not in Vasanta much, to go in all the temples of the mother. Are common sense. Mother's love. Does that mother feel happy when her own child is given bali to her? थोड़ा देखो भाई. Does any mother, you are killing an animal offering to mother? You understand? So to the other religion people do. They kill everyone, say that भगवान के नाम पे. अरे कैसे भगवान है हो लोगों को मारो कहने वाला. These are very sensitive things, but at least few of us, when we understand, we protect ourselves. Kali Yuga is very bad, such things you can't talk loudly. But we are studying Shastra, Bhagavan himself is mentioning there. Again, I read it for you. Such people, those who have become so much Asutrupa and Ukta Shastra, me matam avijnaya, not knowing my final opinion, that become introverted to discover me. And this I said, Paroksham means when you go to Guru Shastra, that will be known to you. Vishayatmagaha, those who have become Vishayalola, Himsayam Ragaha Syat. They develop the Raga slowly in the Himsa and Yajnaha. They do Yajna, in that they include all that, which was never my Chodana. Means I never prompted them. I never told them. So their mind is only, remember from here onward, in the Vedas or anywhere of them, finally, this offering the Jantu Bali for the Lord through Yajna is not there. Finally not there. It is later on slowly added by the who are Bhoga Asakta, Bhoga Parayana people. This is a topic which is extension of the main topic. Main topic is discover the me who is in your own self. Else you will just be carried away only in the samsara of Janma Marana. Ab dekho. This thing as which he is introduced to now in the 30th mantra is completely explaining. Himsa viharaha hi alabdaihi pashubhihi swasukhe chaya यजन्ते देवता यज्ञैः पितृभूतपतीन् खलाः. You know, in Gita, yajante satvika devan yaksharaksham rajasaha pretan bhutaganan shanye yajante tamasa janaha ashastravitam ghoram tapyante ye tapojanaha dambhahankara sanyuktaha kamaraga balanvitaha karshenta sharirastam. All these things said in 16th chapter. The asuri gunas, asura pravritti, ये लंबा लिस्ट वहां दिया. यहाँ भगवान थोड़ा बता रहे. What is that? हिंसा विहाराः. For them now the himsa become a vihara, an entertainment, enjoyment. देखो हिंसा विहारा. Because by slowly practicing it, their tenderness, softness of the heart has gone away. Then the cruelty entered, and they enjoy that killing. Himsa vihara. See all these terrorists and all. They are trained in that way to do the vihara of the himsa, which is so fallen state it is. These are the people of terrorists and all. In the olden days, they are called as all the Rakshasas, Bhuta Preta. याद रखना, their antakarana which is leading them is misguided and mistrained in that way. Such people will have their own consequence, because the Lord is there finally to decide everybody's fate according to their deeds. But they will keep on falling trapped to that negative life, never ever get exposed to Paramatma. And nowadays this is what himsa vihara. Even Brahmanas also, going for eating all the non-veg and all. Bhayankaram, Bhayankaram. Himsa vihara is a word understood. They are doing the vihara, feeling the vihara in doing the himsa. मार के खाना हिंसा. No, in many countries तो आपके आंखों के सामने नहीं. You select that animal that is killed in front of you and roasted and added and given to you. In some of the places, the raw also they eat, and they give all medical reasons for that. Raw पकड़ के ऐसे मुंह में डालना. जीव है यार वो. It's living there. That is not for human being. That is for pashus. And here all this discussion we are doing from the standpoint of the mukti giving sadhana sa bhakti jnana. अब इस दृष्टि से, और इस दृष्टि से लोग को जो नीचे गिरकर they become bhogi kami, and that bhoga kama desires to become so strong, they start doing himsa. Later on they justify it so much that it becomes vihara only. They do the himsa vihara. Then alabdaihi means by killing the pashus. Alabdaihi pashubihi. And why do they do all that? Swasukha ichchaya. For the main basic thought in them is their own sukhecha, their own personal desire. But yajante devataha yagnaihi. And they do the yajna in that they do the puja worship to the devata only. Which devata? Pitru bhutapatina. Those the demigods, the lower level of gods they do. And such people Bhagavan is naming them as Kalaha. Is it not? In many places these acharas are there. The Kula Devatas they talk about and all. Grama Devatas they do and do the Bali and all. When you can't talk anything about it. अभी आंध्र है तो फिर वो स्वामी लोगों को फिर मीडिया में खींच के क्या क्या गालियां देते हैं. It is not ultimate good, that is what said. And this is not for me, I am learning to blame you, nor for you to blame others. We have to just look into the matter and understand what we are doing, how much it is correct or wrong, and what is its consequence finally in our spiritual evolution. Is it not? At the right time, if it is not stopped, our religion also slowly, because of the people, will become like that of others, for whom festival means killing animals. There is no festival where they don't kill. We will become like that slowly. Already देखो पूरे दक्षिण भारत में तो जो लोहड़ी संक्रांति के अगले दिन lakhs and lakhs of animals are killed. One day, lakhs and lakhs, whatever. So slowly the trend is coming now. You know, these two places, the Dalal Street and the Halal Street, when they grow, we are no more human. We are fallen. Very careful. You have to. It is not as indicated. So, this is how the fall happens. Bhagavan just mentioned it in Bhagavata Kala, in his avatara. But today, तो it being literal. Everywhere, what do you see is वही जानवरों को मार कर लटका के इन एवरी प्लेस इट हैज बिकम. पहले तो छुपा छुपा के रखते थे वो लाल मार्केट छुपे रहे, अभी ओपन एवरीवेयर. भयंकर. अब आफ्टर सीइंग इट दैट डे फॉर सम टाइम ना, then you become so rough in your mind that sensitivity is lost. When the sensitivity is lost, it will be like the president of Russia. Like lakhs of people die, I'll bomb them. और उससे टोटलिटी में क्या असर हो रहा है देखो. इज इट नॉट? फिर वो यूक्रेन वाले भी सोचेंगे मौका मिले हम भी रशियन वालों को खत्म करेंगे. व्हाट आर यू प्रमोटिंग देन फाइनली? Instead of realizing the life, we are cutting off the life and its expression through this himsa. So in this shloka, Bhagavan's Akrosha is they for their own bhoga, select some chote mote devatas, and then they give the bali of this for them, for themselves to eat. And they call it as a spirituality. Not at all. Ultimate spirituality is you do the bali of your own ahankara and discover the Atma inside. You do the bali of your own vasanas, your own desires, your own dehendra manabuddhyaditadhatmya. So from the highest level of spirituality, the spirituality brought to such a lowest street level. No, we should not trouble them or fight with them. They will kill us and give bali. हमको अपने आप को जान जो भागवत पढ़ रहे हैं वो अपने आप को. मैं अभी भी थोड़ा समझ रहा हूँ अभी आफ्टर आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी लाइव्स ऑफ struggles and trials and experiments. Now I am understanding that these sadhanas, subtle or grosser, for us to practice, neither to find fault with others, not to tell others. Nobody will listen because they are there at their own level and each one has set their minds and only the God can change them. They continue their life. ये हमारे लिए है तो इसको लेकर हम बाजा स्लोगन नहीं कर सकते. बट जो 10 लोग क्लास में आते हैं उनको मैं सुनाऊंगा. आप 10 लोग अपने बच्चों को सुनाओगे, वो और 10 को सुनाएंगे. कलयुग में अच्छाई को ऐसा ही फैलाना पड़ता है. इफ यू बिकम टू मच आउटसाइड, बुराई इज सो मच, दे कम टुगेदर. लाइक इंडिया इट ऑफन सो रेगुलरली हैपनिंग ना. सब लोग इकट्ठा होकर गवर्नमेंट को उतारना चाहते नीचे. है ना, कॉमन एनिमी, देन ऑल द एनिमीज बिकम फ्रेंड्स. A very funny situation in Kali Yuga. You know it is correct, you know it's true, but still you can't talk for it, work for it. Or you have to be ready for every sacrifice. Such people will come, they are doing it. So anyway, topic समझ में आ गया ना आपको? Then now Bhagavan continues with whatever he said. The Pushpita Vakya, Falashruti Vakya. Swapnopamam amum lokam asantam shravana priyam ashisha hrudi sankalpya tyajanti arthan yatha vaniku. What he said is again repeatedly said because it's so important thing in a more direct, simple manner. Now, this can be understood only by those who have thoroughly contemplated on the mantras which they heard in Mandukya Upanishad or any of the Upanishads. नहीं तो इस बात में जो गंभीर सत्य है वो हमको समझ में नहीं आएगा. What he says, Swapna Upamam Amum Lokam. This entire world which is Swapna Tulya. What is the meaning of Swapna Tulya? Asantam, which is unreal. But they see, project this world, make this world real and desire for this world. Why? Shravana Priyam. There is so preeti when you listen out to this world. And more than that, there is no priya in the world. Everything actually is apriya only. See these three words? Swapna Upamam Asantam Shravana Priyam. Contemplate on these three words for some time. Actually, asantam, unreal, but appearing swapnopamam. But once appearing, you have added so much of beautification to that Shravana Priya. ऐसे फ्लवरी लैंग्वेज से इतना मजा देते हैं उसको आपको सुनाते हुए. It is so good, so wonderful. It is really enchanting, enjoyable. Like advertisement. Is it not? So much adding advertisement only is more than what is actually. Shravana Priyam, not Mangalam. Shravana Mangalam is only Paramatma. Shravana Mangalam Srimadatam Kavivirenitam Kalmashapaham. You see, Gopika Gita, we heard. Shravana Mangalam is that. Shravana Priyam. तो ये तीनों वर्ड्स में ही सारा बात यहाँ है. Just to pause for a minute, feel for it, then we'll go ahead. श्रवण प्रियम, सुन सुनकर मजा आ रहा है हमको. श्रवण, you listen from someone. Somebody they say that अब क्या बढ़िया है भाई उस देश में जाने से या वो enjoy करने से. And then the way they tell it is like that. Now remember, they have gone, they really enjoyed. But enjoyment was there also, but at the cost of the ultimate truth. ये सारे बातें किन के लिए लागू हैं? भगवान किन को एड्रेस कर रहे हैं? जिनको भगवान आत्यंतिक सुख श्रेय जो परमात्मा तत्व है वो दिखाना चाहते हैं. Please remember, never say there is no sukha in the world. If the world is there, as much a reality value you, it appears. But all is reflected sukha, temporary sukha. These are all pratibimba, not real. And Atma Sukha is Bimba Sukha, the original one. And that is permanent, infinite, endless, beautiful, effortless. Effort only is in removing the avidya and in removing all the vasanas and upadhis. That's all. Uska effort nahi hai. Shravana Mangalam, do you understand it? Shravana Priyam, sorry. It is so preeti Shravana. And that Shravanam is the one which creates the desire. इसलिए कान और आंख बंद कर दो इस दुनिया में जब रहते हो. सिर्फ खोलो जब भगवान का रूप देखना है, नाम सुनना है. No, remember this was the strict stern rules. Those days the elders used to impose on the children and they themselves were practicing it. कोई भी ऐसी बात है कान बंद ही करते, तुमको नहीं सुनना. आंखों बंद करते, नहीं देखना. अब देखो कितना freedom we give to our ears and eyes and all the dirtiest of the things of the world with the coloring of Shravana Preeti and Darshana Preeti entering into our hearts and creating so many lusts and passions and desires. Pura khokla, khokla. I told you other day, hearts have become leprosy with all cancerous disease of desire, desire, desire. Shravana Priyam. But actually, Asantam. Really, it is not there. But Swapna Upamam, like the dream. It's only imagined, projected. This will understand only when you study Mandukya. In the Mandukya also, the whole thesis. From this side to this side, from this side to this side. We study the Vedanta in the beginning, in the Jagrata Avastha, we live life, and whatever the impressions are created, they project the dream. Clear? In Mandukya, what is said? First, a dream is analyzed and proved to us that it is unreal. Then, exactly like the dream is waking, except the grossness of the objects. Otherwise, the objectivity, the changeability are same like dream. Therefore, as much dream is unreal, the Jagrata also is unreal. That is how, the logically, with example, the Jagrata is proved to be unreal. But I am saying, yeah, it's like dream. Dream also you saw as real, but when you wake up, you know it was mithya. Now the waking also you are seeing, but appearing as real. But when you wake up to the truth, you know this also is mithya. But here, from the dream to wake up, the nature helps us. But from waking up from this dream of waking to the Atma Vastu, nature will not help. We have to help yourself. What is the help? Take the example of the dream and say that now I am in the dream world of waking. I have to wake up to the real world of the self. For reaching to the self, which is real world, we have to say this as dream. And as the dream is rejected as it is no value, so too when we reject the Jagrata Avastha as no value, then we awaken to the truth. That is what is the entire sadhana taught to us in Mandukya, along with so many of the logics given to prove there is only Ekameva Advayam Brahma. In him, not even an iota of modification is possible. When there is a modification at all is impossible in him, how can he become something? How can he become creator? How can he create something? There is Ekameva Advayam Brahma. This is the highest level. See, Swapna Upamam, Amum Lokam, Asantam, Shravana Priyam, Ashishaha Hrudi Sankalpya, creating so many of desires. Ashisha means desires. Hrudi means the heart. Sankalpa means again and again conceiving. Why? Because of Shravana Priya. Then what they do? Tyajanti Arthana. These stupid fellows are giving up the final Purushartha of the moksha. Yatha Vanik. No example of Vanik is one. When he was tempted with so much of profits, then the entire whatever the money he has got, he keeps in investment. Then suddenly the business is gone. The interest profit भी नहीं आया, जो इन्वेस्टमेंट भी किया वो भी पूरा खत्म हो गया. Then he becomes a भिखारी. Don't you see these people? जहाँ के सब इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, anticipating lot of profits, everything goes. There are thousands of people at this very moment who are Lakpati and Karodpati, but on the name of investment, they have put it in wrong place with wrong expectation. अब सारे bankrupt कंगाल हो गए हैं. How many you know the kingfishers and all? अब मैं क्या name लूँ किसी का? I should not take names. That example is saying, यथा वणिक, Vanik's intelligence always must be 30% maximum you have to invest. 70 capital रखना है आपको, क्यों उसमें नुकसान हो गया तो प्रॉफिट आता है तो उसमें. Nowadays a new scheme the bank has introduced, a विलक्षण scheme they have introduced. The deposited amount, a part of it is taken by the bank for mutual funds or other things, and then the main money remains as it is. On that profit, if the profit comes, they give you. कुछ नए नए scheme, I don't know much. I don't deal with all economics. कुछ नहीं पता मुझे. I'm zero. But just इधर उधर सुनने से याद आता है. I give you example, you understand better than me. So a Vanik should do like that. Instead of that, if he invests everything in the wrong place, everything is gone. In the same way, such people tyajanti arthan. मैं वही बात कह रहा हूँ आज 7th time I am saying today and 700th time in last 2 months. In spite of listening so many times, still see the power of Maya, still see the power of our own vasanas, still see the power of our minds again and again thinking again opposite to what we study Shastra. That still we here the Vanik is me and the investment is my own time, mind and energy. And the business is indulgence in the world and the end result is Kangala. In the bargain, what's happening? Paramartha is given up. Instead of listening so many times, still our mind runs for things and beings. So how many times we have to repeatedly study this? Solution मिल गया, बस उसको अप्लाई करना है. Is it not? Every tablet you take till the disease is gone. Every medicine you take, food you take till the hunger is gone. सर दर्द हुआ है तो अमृता जो भी है आप लगाते जब तक जाएगा. सुबह लगाओ, दोपहर लगाओ, शाम को लगाओ, धीरे धीरे जाएगा वो. सो तो हमारे अंदर से ये जो प्रवृत्ति मार्ग से हम निवृत्ति में आना है, तो ये सत्संग रूपी मेडिसिन को बार 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 अप्लाई करना है. एंड नो कंपल्शन फ्रॉम एनीबॉडी. वी हैव टू मेक इट कंपल्शन इन आवर इंटरेस्ट. Because it is our mukti, it is our purusharth. It is we who get liberated when we discover our inner self. So, Sapna Upamam Amum Lokam Asantam Shronapriyam. About that, Ashisha Hrudi Sankalpya. Now, this point I didn't say so far or stressed or explained. We'll spend a minute to understand. Means what? In the secret chambers of our own heart, continuous production is going on. Like in this country or the entire world. We don't see outside, but continuously in hundreds and thousands of places, some places the killing arms and ammunition are created. Whether they may be landmines, there may be rifles or pistols. These the Naxalites terrorists do. We don't know that. In other place, these terrible things of the drugs are being created and silently, secretly they are transported. See nowadays in Hyderabad and yesterday, day before, how many children are 15 saal? Today I saw that one. This fellow of 15 years was addicted to the drug something. His mother मेरे को उनको देख कर ना एक पॉजिटिव ललिता पवार. I enjoyed seeing her. She tied that fellow to that खंबा रस्सी से बांध कर हाथ पैर लोगों ने पकड़ ली. She took that लाल लाल मिर्च पाउडर and she put on that fellow's eyes. गधा उल्लू को पट्टा मैं इतना मेहनत करके आई एम अर्निंग फॉर यू टू स्टडी एंड ऑल यू शी वाज बीटिंग हिम दैट फेलो आई वाज एंजॉयing it. I feel that everybody should be done like that, whoever are doing these things. That is a very interesting thing. Means I'm saying somewhere the drug mafia is going on. Somewhere all these ganjia, liquid, they're all silently they are doing it. Because they're all quickly profit giving things. Because they have some intoxicants in them which make the people get addicted to them, then the business can grow. हो रहा है कि नहीं हर जगह पे दुनिया में you have to go to the countries like Nigeria and all. From that only people come to India and all they do. Why gave us the example? In the same way, in the secret chamber of our heart, when we don't police it, when we don't monitor it, these the drinks and drugs of desires, ashishaha, are getting manufactured. And they are slowly sent to the level of the buddhi. Then there silently buddhi sends it to the mind. Mind executes it through the indriyas and deha. ये डिजायर माफिया अंदर चल रहा है हमेशा. आशीषा हृदय संकल्प्य. कहाँ मैन्युफैक्चर हो रहे कामनाएं? अपने ही अंदर. Therefore, how much we have to become alert about our own mind, Hriday means mind, yeah, and how it is imagining, projecting, and about the desires. And एक बार हमने इस स्थिति का आ जाते हैं ना, I told you this 10 days back also, objectifying the mind and discovering the disease of the mind where it creates the bacteria and virus of desires. When we actually find it, ऑब्जेक्टिव करके कैसा मन काम कर रहा है समझकर उसको ट्रीट करना शुरू करते हैं ना, वी विल बिकम देन ओनली स्पिरिचुअल. लाइक ए कंट्री विल प्रॉपरली ग्रो, not only the standard of life but standard of living life also, only when the government becomes aware of all these things and strictly eliminates them, like in उत्तर प्रदेश. क्या पीछे पड़ा है वहां का सीन देखो आप. वंडरफुल इट इज. आई फील कि पूरा देश उनको दे दो. तगड़ा जवाब. You see, 20 days back when he became CM, more than 50 all criminals surrender. हमको जेल में डालो. नहीं तो क्या 3,500 एनकाउंटर कर दिया वहां पिछले 5-6 साल में. नेगेटिव पीपल. अब लातों का बुद्ध बातों से नहीं मानता तो just like a government is expected to find all these and eradicate not only the outer terrorists but inner terror creating such things, the country cannot grow peacefully. And I'm just going totally out of topic, I know, but little I'll touch. And it cannot be done in one way. आप एक जगह ट्रीट कर रहे हो और 9 जगह 10 में आप नेगेटिव अलो कर रहे हो, तो ये एक क्या करेगा तुमको? You have to change the education system. You have to change the books totally. You have to totally revamp what is being shown on social media and all. You have to put so many restrictions. All of that put together is the one which removes some of such diseases, which is very dangerous. Interesting point. Same way in our life. भगवान कहते हैं आपके अंदर निरंतर मैन्युफैक्चर हो रहा है. That's called sankalpa, becoming kamana, which is said 5-7 shlokas back. How do you do? The abhinivesha on the objects. Satyabhinivesha, Sukhabhinivesha, that was told to us, no? कि विशेष गुणाध्यासात, विषयों के ऊपर गुणों का अध्यास करके कामनाओं को निर्माण करते हम. That was already said. Same thing he says here. आशीषः हृदि संकल्प्य त्यजन्ति अर्थान यथा वणिक. he is giving up his own ultimate liberation. Therefore, what is to be done? Go away from the world where there are more temptation chances to create the sankalpa desire in the heart. And go to this place where in the heart the positive sankalpa for sadhana are being induced more and more, more and more, more and more. तब जाकर के हृदय में से कामनाएं निकल जाकर हृदय में परमात्मा को पाने की इच्छा होकर हृदय पूर्वकता से साधना करते हुए उसी हृदय में छिपे बैठे हुए भगवान को हम पा सकते. These are the shlokas. Then comes Rajasattva Tamo Nishtaha, Rajasattva Tamo Jushaha, Upasayate Indramukhyan Devadina, Natatha Eva Mamo. In this way, there are few shlokas talking a completely different topic. We will see it tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamom, Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha, Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai, सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. थैंक यू. अब देखो वाल्मीकि रामायण में भगवान श्री राम जी के ये जो है सर्व ज्ञान महिमा ये जो दिखाएंगे हमको. लेट अस लिसन इट एंड इफ पॉसिबल टुडे ओनली वी विल सी अग्निदेव ब्रिंगिंग सीता जी.